We're very excited to be out here today for the first part of installation for what is one of two projects, public art projects, which are located out here near the Solitude Fraction House grounds on the Virginia Tech campus. This particular work is by artist Charlie Brower. He's installing today a central piece of the project, which is an abstract tree, which has been constructed out of the Mary Oak wood, and that's from a historic tree that was over on the Smithfield Plantation grounds. This work and that of Carrie Galt, who is going to be doing another installation on the other side of Solitude here on the grounds, were both projects of the Council on Virginia Tech History.
My name's Carrie Galt. I'm an artist. I'm based in Floyd. I was an architect for a long time and switched over to doing public art about 10 years ago. The piece is called Thresholds, which is, a metaphorical idea that we all kind of pass through different thresholds in our lives, and it's supposed to be kind of intentionally abstract, but something most people can relate to, and that to make you think about the people who lived here prior to it being a plantation or a university. My pieces are really intended to be a foil to the sort of white and green of the house, the starkness. They should feel very kind of earthy and almost ghostly in their appearance, so that you can kind of have another sense of what might have been here. I'm not a historian, and it's not a history lesson. It's more intended for you to kind of feel the presence of maybe who else has been here. And so I hope that there's a contemplativeness that people can get, and they go through and can gather their own thoughts through the way the images are juxtaposed on one another, and what those meanings are, and come away with their own desire to know more, or to understand that we are not the first people here.
I'm an artist, and I often have a subtitle. I say I'm an artist in search of beauty, truth, and goodness. They're noble goals that I never really feel like I achieve, but I'm continuing to search. All of my efforts on fitting this together to get it to look reasonably like a tree are part of what I think is the message of the tree. It's like a tribute to human effort to make something resembling what nature makes. I use words quite a bit in my artwork, and so I came up with 7 words that are ways of thinking, like compassion, empathy, kindness, those kinds of words. I thought that anything that would give people an opportunity to pause and take some time to think. Then finally, if we were creating a site with just benches, how would we get people interested in coming over and sitting down? I thought if I did 4 human figures scattered around on the 7 benches, it would be like somebody's already here. It's kind of an invitation to come and join them.
Part of the goal for the Council on Virginia Tech History really is to have people, with students, faculty, and staff who are on the campus, think about the place that they're in, and the place as it is now, certainly, and everything that's going on, but also to be aware of the history and the land that we're on, the indigenous people, the enslaved, the fact that we're in an Appalachian community and how beautiful that is, and to really think about that and one another.
I'm confident that we'll give them plenty of things to think about. When people take time to pause and think, that only good things come from that.